Hi everybody, here's Krystian from the TeamworkCast.
And this is Gereon.
And this is Netrunner TeamworkCast. These are the German nationals. It is a top cut from the German nationals. It is on the 3rd, was it the 3rd?
The 3rd of September.
3rd of September.
In beautiful Val.
Yes, beautiful. It's pretty much the only thing about it. Not a very big town.
No.
Not really.
But it's the home base of Heidelbergers, which is a German distributor of almost all Fantasy Flight game stuff. And so they had the German nationals for all of the FFG games, including Netrunner.
Yes, including Netrunner indeed. So we made a huge trip over to Val d'Uren. Mm-hmm. We rented a little cabin there.
Yeah.
And we tried to do our best to get in the top cut. Yeah. None of us managed.
Yeah. I mean, you almost made it.
I almost made it. I made it to the 9th place. Of course, one guy from our cabin did it.
And Jan from Cologne made 4th in the end.
So he's playing on another table, but this is a different table now. This is on the left we have Breidi.
He's from Munich.
And on the right we have Axul, which we saw so many times on this former champion.
Former 2014 German champion.
Mm-hmm. Breidi is playing the SYNC. Removing tags costs 1 credit more. And Axul is playing the Valencia, so Breidi will start with the bad pub.
Yeah. And regular viewers will probably remember Axul's game from the Cologne regional, where he also played Valencia.
So we have to expect kind of like a similar build, probably.
It's probably very similar.
Deep digs on R&D and stuff like that, and false econ and things like this. Right, so let's see. So Breidi begins with an install of Jackson Hart. He did take a mulligan, so maybe he's not having the best hand. I do see 2 agendas on hand. I think maybe
there's a beer and a food, I believe.
Yeah, and that maybe even like the cat. Even no, it's not the cat. Yeah. But anyways, Jackson drawing things and discarding. Wow. Not the best start for Breidi.
Not the best start, definitely. Not even one piece of ice. Wow.
Well, with those kind of decks, with those kind of kill decks, sometimes it seems like they have a bad start, but suddenly, oh, surprise, you get all the tags in the world, you die. But
also not even economy, wow.
Yeah, that's the only bummer, I think. Like, it would be much more dangerous for Axul if there was some kind of economy. Yeah. Axul follows up with a...
Symmetrical Visage.
Yes, and draws some cards to get credits. So he gets a credit every time he draws. Oh, the first time
he draws. Daily casts.
Gets all the daily casts.
Already starting up his own money engine to be able to withstand the traces that he's expecting, probably.
There's probably going to be traces. The sync builds have been very popular recently, giving a lot of tags. And then exploiting deck tag punishment that NEH has these days.
You mean NBN?
Did I say? Yeah. But it's almost synonymous. It's almost the same thing. So there was an archive, I think. So Breidi had to use the Jackson Howard. And then there's mandatory draw. Okay, and finally getting out some things. Oh, finally an ice. And
finally some money.
So Breidi might be recovering here. Although Axul has already started to establish on board presence. Mm-hmm. I think, especially like his Valencia is very much dependent on this board presence thing, where he needs a couple of combo pieces.
Yeah,
he needs a couple of
and
money
he needs
making.
them. Part of them he needs on the board, and part of them he needs on hand, and then he goes bonkers with R&D.
So let's see.
Deep medium digs and stuff like that.
Yeah. So these combo pieces are something that you can tax as a corporation. If you can rush things out, you force him to burn those pieces. Yeah. Ooh, that's a really cool start here.
Nice start.
The clot will prevent Breidi from fast advancing things. So if that is going to be, if the installed thing is a Sansen, that has become useless just now. Ooh, second hedge fund. So Breidi getting up the monies.
So are you gonna hate on him?
Yes, totally. And actually, because this is the only game I think from the top 8 that we are going to commentate. After the fact.
After the fact, yeah.
The other ones are like live from the floor. Yeah, I actually later on talked with Breidi and said like, bro, you need to rethink your credit strategies.
And what did he say?
He actually agreed. He was very apologetic about it. I mean, I understand. Like, if you have like your reflexes, like if you're trained to play a certain way, it's very difficult to change your ways, especially if you're really taxed mentally in this kind of tournaments. For example, I had a matchup in this tournament where an opponent asked me to share credit pools, and I just couldn't deal with it. I constantly kept like mixing, opening my own box and adding my credit pool to the mix. It was horrible.
Yeah. So routine is a big part of playing well.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like... okay. So you have a clone chip here by Maxul. Ooh.
Wow, it wasn't a Sun after all.
Very bold score by Breidi, just installing a naked...
Followed up by the closed accounts, which is nice.
That is a huge setback for Axul.
Yeah. How many credits did Axul just lose?
I didn't pay attention to it, sadly. It's not the worst that we've seen in this tournament, but it's especially early on, this can be a big deal. Yeah. The daily cast kind of like softens the blow, though, a little bit, because he can get back immediately.
Yeah.
And of course, the symmetrical visage as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and he can immediately sure gamble here. So really nice recovery by Axul.
Yeah, so the setback wasn't that bad at all.
But Breidi has the breaking news on hand, so later on maybe he will have like an exchange of information, and so it's important to have this scored.
Yeah, Jürgen keeps asking how many credits do you have.
Which
is the right thing to do. I mean, he actually changed his ways.
Yes.
He used to collect all of his indistinguishable metal coins on his ID as well.
Yeah.
But he's now much, much clearer and much more transparent.
Actually, he's really good about this. I mean, we can clearly see how this is 12 credits that he has up there. Yeah. And especially with the metal coins on the ID is especially problematic because they're so large. They're larger than the normal credits. People I remember when we were streaming this, people kept coming into the chat and asking like what ID Braidi's playing. Because it was full with credits.
Thinking.
Axul is apparently thrown in a loop here because the second click he's not really sure what to do.
Now he starts checking remotes.
Second breaking news.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea that he did
this. Good call, yeah.
Also
pretty risky from Breidi. I mean, you can't really do this twice in a row.
I mean, sometimes now this is not going to be an agenda. You never know. But I like how aggressive Breidi is all about this. This is something that like a lot of players of any age of SYNC are playing like very passively. And I think, especially like in the top tiers, you have to be more aggressive with this.
Definitely.
Going for some risks.
So I find it amazing that Axul just discarded Deja Vu. I mean, that's really important piece.
You would think you would discard something else and get it back with Deja Vu.
Exactly. But must have some pretty good cards on hand.
Yeah,
if the Deja Vu is the one that he discards.
Axul has been training with his deck a lot, so I do believe that he knows exactly what
he knows exactly what he's doing, no doubt.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a new remote server being created without anything inside. Breidi doesn't really have a good follow up after this score.
He's already preparing for some more ice.
Moving everything backwards. This is going to be one of those
encroachments.
Winning by encroachment, or as some people say, the deck touch. I do have to say, I really love the playmat.
Yes, it's very, very nice.
It's Matt Zellinger again with this.
He always comes up with the best art pieces.
Too bad that this card is not played too much, but because it looks just beautiful. Who is that on this? Do you know this? Who the person is on there?
She looks familiar, but I'm not sure.
We know that the person around her is Melody, right? Mm-hmm. Like the pop star.
In the background, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miranda Rhapsody, not Melody.
Miranda, yeah.
Right, blackmail on this server. There's something installed on that server, and so Axul decided to blackmail to get into it. That is a Sansan. And which Axul decided not to trash, which I find fascinating. I guess with the Clot, he thinks like the Sandstorm is worthless right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's some discussions going on.
Yeah, he's asking for rearrangement of Breidi's credits so he can see them more clearly, which is perfectly understandable.
Yeah, definitely.
He's just asked to spread the five stacks of 5, spread them out so he can see them better.
I completely understand Axul here.
Yeah.
I mean, not only for our video editing, it's just like a general good practice. Yeah. And especially in this matchup where the exact credit counts, like it can be 1 credit off can mean and the hard-hitting news hits or not, you know.
Exactly.
You want to know exactly the credit count.
Without asking every time.
I do enjoy the sleeves.
Oh, Purge.
There was a purge, indeed. Yeah. I mean, Breidi has to definitely try
if he wants to make use of his hands, then he has to. Yeah,
and also like he has hands on board. Axul decided not to trash it, so let's punish Axul for not
pretty
trashing
obviously he doesn't have the alternative way of doing this CVS. So, but he's in a good spot right now. I mean, he can sit back for a while and waste his turn purging. Why not?
I do think so myself, yeah. Axul got out the Earthrise Hotel. But we don't see...
I think that's a new addition to his deck.
I don't remember him playing this.
I don't remember him playing neither Armitage nor Earthrise.
I do enjoy the Armitage.
Yeah. Armitage has somehow made a comeback.
These days people love the Liberate account.
Yeah.
But I think the Liberate account kind of like... You kind of have to almost play the Career Fair with that.
With Career Fair, it's amazing.
But if you're not playing Career Fair, then you can also go with Armitage.
Yeah.
Like, we did the math, and it's like, until the very last click with the Liberated account, they're kind of like even from the money-wise. Yeah. Only the last click from the Liberated account.
Because the upfront investment is so low.
Yes. And I do like how Armitage you can get back into money even when you have like 1 credit.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go.
Okay. Jürgen just called stop because he wants to use his clone chip.
I mean, Breidi is doing exactly the right thing. He forces Axul to waste his resources for whatever he's trying to do here. So gets back the clocked. Now Breidi has to think about how to react. Is that an agenda or was this just a bluff?
If this were me, it would be a bluff.
Apparently it wasn't because he overwrites it. I changed my mind.
Well, sometimes that's also a bluff. Overwriting a snare with another snare is also a fun thing to do.
That's a classic. But it is indeed in Jackson.
Yeah.
So he just wanted to Axul to waste his clone chip. And that's a really nice use of Jackson, I would say. Especially now that he also used Jackson to draw more cards.
Yeah, we have to assume that he planned this. I mean, if he used the clot, then I would overwrite it with the Jackson.
And if he's not clotting, then I'm going to do something else. Or I'm going to just score it, whatever it was.
Yeah, whatever. Breaking news? Well...
And it's really nice. We saw that the game plan of Axul are those false echoes, which have to be recurred with the clone chip. So if the clone chip is used for the clock recursion, then that makes R&D less vulnerable. I wonder if Breidi actually played against Axul before. Do you know that?
I don't know. I mean, they're both pretty far away from each other in Germany, so it's really unlikely that they've met in other tournaments.
But maybe in a Top Cut?
Yeah, maybe they met in the Swiss rounds. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, it's Swiss rounds, not Top Cut. Yes, exactly. I'm not exactly sure, but well,
it's actually highly likely. We had 66 players or so.
66, yes.
So we played 6 rounds. So usually all of the players in the top 8 have met each other, or at least most of the others.
66 is the number of the small beast, of the baby beast.
Yeah.
I guess it's. I guess yes. They were both in the top 8.
Yeah.
So they must have at least saw each other up on those top tables. But on the other hand, if that's the case, why is Breidi not icing R&D more?
probably didn't draw into any ice.
I mean, at this point, just drop a medium and drop a DDoS, and you can get a bunch of cards. So anyway, Jackson was used. Not sure if triggered by Axul or used preemptively. These days there's so many ways to remove a Jackson.
I think it was preemptively.
So this is an interesting install.
Jin, that's definitely a new addition to Axul's deck.
Yeah. So it's an old card from core set, can tutor viruses.
Yeah, that's probably not what Jürgen is doing, except for Clot, maybe.
Maybe. But it can also like host programs.
Yeah, and save memory.
I like
Does
this.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, save memory. It has like 3 or 2 memory MUs. Something like this. I really like this. It's a really nice inclusion. Very surprising.
Old school.
Old school indeed, but also like very flexible. It does multiple things at the same time.
Yeah, and it's definitely fallen out of favor.
Yeah.
Even when Noise was at his high moments.
Right, so Breidi getting up the money cards with a restructure. And now we're really starting to really cover that ID.
Yeah.
22 credits.
22 credits. And Jürgen is at 15, also 20.
Mm-hmm. Man, I really love Earthrise Hotel. I think that's such a great card.
It definitely is, yeah.
When you have an Earthrise Hotel running, you feel just like, you're on top of the world as a runner, just getting all those new cards.
Clickless draw is the best thing that can happen.
So Axul checks this card. That's going to be Sensi.
Sensi trashes it for 1 real credit.
Mm-hmm. Really nice using the Bad Pup as a kind of desperado kind of thing.
Yeah.
He discards an Alt Art Crypsis.
Crypsis is also very, very old school.
I really love those vintage vibes that we get from Axul here. I mean, it makes sense. Like, for example, now with the Jim, he can actually tutor for a Crypsis.
He's probably has it in his deck as a backup breaker. Jin can be used to tutor it as an emergency solution for whatever.
I wonder why he didn't go with Faust, but I guess like that's the synergy he was looking for, like this Crypsis, the fact that he can actually tutor for it, so he can probably just play one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Save some deck space. It's probably just an emergency solution anyway.
Yeah. But by now he's probably decided that he's not going to be using any breakers at all, because DDoS and False Echo will do everything that he wants them to do. I
mean, at this point, he really just needs the DDoS, or even like a blackmail would be suffice. Yeah. He can just bounce that single ice that is there and just go to town.
Yeah.
Breidi doesn't seem to be really concerned, doesn't really see this danger. He doesn't really seem to play against it.
The False Echo should be a giveaway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. When you see this, should be like,
uh-oh.
I need some more ice somewhere.
I need a way to res ice.
Yes. So, by the way, I'm really jealous that Axul is using the Alt Art Crypsis. Pretty dope. Don't see this Alt Art a lot.
I have a couple.
I think I have one, but how often do you play Crypsis? In Germany, there's 2 different Crypsis.
Yeah,
as well.
In Germany we have 2 different Crypsises. One spelled with a K and one with a C.
It was kind of a spelling mistake, I guess, at some point.
It's a spelling mistake, yeah.
Love it. So I guess technically one of the Crypsis is actually not working. You cannot actually put any counters on it, right?
I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it... Ah, we have a reader!
Yeah, he actually has to read this up.
Breidi actually doesn't know what's coming.
So that's interesting. So yeah, maybe they actually haven't met up in the Swiss rounds.
Or at least he's not that familiar with this kind of combo deck.
I mean, Axul had already had to show him the Jin. Mm-hmm. So it's certainly a very unusual combination of cards.
I mean, Jin is definitely unusual.
Yes.
But
Can't remember when I did last one.
I would have expected that the false echo DDoS combo should be known.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know it because of Axel, to be honest. I had worse was triggered by Axel, was played by Axel to draw some more cards. And again, he's probably in a phase where he's just looking for his combo pieces. Kind of a big deal with, especially with Valencia, because she has such a big deck. So it's so difficult to find the right cards.
Draw is especially important for her. And he's already out-moneyed Breidi.
Yeah, he's running away with the credits here.
Yeah, he's not afraid of any stupid tracing ice.
Definitely not. Axel seemingly a bit nervous, but it's that's what he's normally.
That's the first medium.
All right, there we go. This should really give away the game plan here. Like this is going to be a medium deep dig, and there should be a second ice on a third ice actually at this point.
Yeah.
Fluttershy looking innocent right now. I love how both players went for a pink. Yeah. Like girlish style.
That's true.
I really like that about the Netrunner community. Okay, checking the archives here.
Discarding liberated accounts. He doesn't need the money.
So many things. I guess right now Breidi is trying to make sense of what's going on here right now. Mandatory draw for Breidi. Uh-oh. There we go.
Yeah.
Fast advancing things. He didn't pay for the rest. Falco interjecting here.
Yeah,
that's very nice. Another closed account.
Closed accounts. Wow.
That's a good one.
So that was something like 30 credits or so. Wow.
Significant.
That's a setback.
So he's playing two closed accounts? Is that true? Or was it just
or maybe we didn't pay really pay attention, but he could have returned one of them with archive. He played two archive memories already.
Yeah.
And he played at least the two Jacksons.
Yeah.
So doesn't necessarily have to be two.
I mean, it feels like closed accounts feel so satisfying as a corporation. I have to say.
Yes.
All of
but when you wipe 30 credits off the board, that's great.
It feels so powerful, even though it's not actually like winning the game and like literally winning the game, but it's getting you close there.
Yeah.
It feels almost unfair.
But for Jürgen, it's not really that bad because he doesn't need that much money to pull off his combo.
Oh, yeah, he just needs 3 credits.
Three credits for the DDoS.
Yeah,
and he's back in the game.
On the other hand, like there's the open sense in here right now, and that was just one point agenda, but there could be more significant ones coming up.
Yeah, if Breidi lands an Astro.
Yeah,
that would be.
He actually goes for it, and that's the deal. So goes up to 4 points.
Is also good. 4 points, not too bad.
And this point's alarm sirens should go off in Axel's head.
Yeah, he needs to hurry up, definitely.
All right, the drawing cards. I mean, he can still probably afford one more score, but then he has to win this game immediately.
Yeah, in one turn.
Yeah, I see a turntable there. Don't think that will help a lot.
No,
but I also see a rebirth there.
Rebirth. Okay. But it's also not going to be very helpful, is it?
No, not really. I mean, you could turn into Kim.
Yeah.
To trash more things during these deep digs.
Yeah, and try trashing. But what operations are left for him to trash?
Second medium.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's the real danger here. 6 credits for Axul. No breaking news in the game anymore. All of them has been scored. Oh, there we go.
So
Breidi goes with a
yeah.
second install in front of R&D, but it's too little. He needs the third ice there.
I'm afraid too. It's too little, too late.
It's kind of funny because Breidi is kind of winning here, but Axul is setting up for a kill here. Axul thinking about his next move. Oh, sure, gamble is a good one.
More money. So now he's using the Jin tutor.
He's using Jin ability. I love it.
Or click and
Oh,
credit.
he can get a medium.
Exactly, because medium is a virus.
Does it just tutor for it, or does it install it as well?
I'm not exactly sure right now. I think it's just
getting on hand.
Getting on the hand.
Yeah. Because he still hasn't installed it. That's something that comes up now. 3 mediums.
And they were just rehashing the clicks.
Yes.
Baby, Shogamble,
Yeah.
Jin. So Axul has one more click left.
Breidi was actually not sure how many clicks were spent. Axul has one more click. He could install the medium here right now. Setting him up for a... Yeah. So I'm assuming there's going to be a deep dig next turn.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Axul actually has a DDoS on hand.
So install DDoS 3 runs.
That's going to be pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Let's see how Breidi can score 1 agenda at most this turn.
Which won't win him the game.
Installing another isotope of R&D could be a solution here.
Yeah, because he has only 1 false echo.
Yeah.
And so there will be 1 ice left after DDoS false echo disable the first 2.
Yeah. Ooh, he just installs... Ooh.
New remote. Okay. But that's maybe... he's maybe thinking of distracting Axul?
Maybe.
Instead of running R&D, going for the remote, wasting a click there?
Going horizontal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's rethinking this. No, he decides to stick to it. Okay. Well, Axul, it's your chance.
Yeah.
Show us the DDoS. I mean, he could even use blackmail. No, actually, he can't. He has to use the DDoS.
DDoS is because it works for the rest of the turn.
Axul thinking about this a lot. Apparently not a straightforward solution.
Wow. Drawing a card with Baby.
Not his winning move yet. Apparently. Maybe he doesn't have the DDoS.
Apparently not, because why...
Oh, he keeps drawing. Okay, so the complete pieces are not there yet.
Yeah. Definitely digging for her DDoS.
Yeah,
digging.
Super much digging. He needs to have the DDoS now. Yesterday. Second false echo does it too. So now he can also... I saw he has a blackmail, so he can actually pull off the blackmail now. That would strip the R&D off the... And actually discards the rebirth.
Yeah, he doesn't need it anymore. Queen's Gambit.
I love Queen's Gambit so much. Such a great card.
Yeah.
Please print more of those.
And please don't misprint more of those.
How's the German one?
No. It's the copy in the World Champions deck as a misprint with the play cost.
Why?
It costs 3 instead of 0. Or 2, I'm not exactly sure, but it costs something instead of nothing.
Not good, FFG. Actually, even discarding the turntable. I mean, I don't blame him. There's really not really good targets for him. I don't think Breidi has a 1-point agenda.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the cats.
Or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Could also be.
Yeah.
But...
it's probably not worth it.
Yeah. If there were any scored foods or an Astro with a token still on it, then he would definitely install turntable.
Yeah.
But in this situation, it's understandable, I think.
Okay, Breidi draws with Jackson. that the installed card was a Jackson, and he just installs another thing, sweeps weeks. He sets up he hopes that Axul won't win in this run, and then you can punish him with I assume hard-hitting news.
Hard-hitting news, yeah. Very likely.
There we go.
Blackmail.
DDoS.
Yeah.
Not blackmail, not DDoS. So actually using both false echoes to bounce both ice.
Yeah, and then he goes to town.
Yeah.
On R&D.
This is going to be painful. First click, just seeing one card.
One card. 4 cards.
Man, this is quite a...
This snowballs so heavily. And Beal.
Okay. Continue.
7 cards.
And Breidi being a bit nervous about this, very understandably so.
Food.
Scorched. That's interesting.
Does he have one more click left? Yes, he does.
He has one more click left, but I know he has amped up. I would be surprised if he doesn't play it now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, he goes for it. No,
he goes for it.
He could win there. He will see 3 more cards.
He can.
Or 4 actually, because he scored last time. There we go.
Wow.
Global Food Initiative.
On the last card. On the last card he saw.
1 dig is all you need to win this game, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, 3 agendas is not that uncommon, considering how many cards he saw there.
Yeah, 10.
That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Ooh, I don't know. I still think that Breidi didn't see this coming.
Probably, yeah. It looks very much like he didn't know what was coming. Yeah. Otherwise, he would have put more ice on RD.
Yeah.
I can't really believe his deck is so ice light that he doesn't have anything more to put in front of his centrals.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he had the Jackson here, and he was drawing for things, but you don't really know. Maybe actually this was... You never know. Sometimes, you are in this situation, but it actually didn't really look as if he was aware of what was coming. He did get up a lot of money, but that didn't seem like really important in the situation. So generally, because next videos that we're going to show will probably have like live commentary on this. Generally, what were your impressions from the German nationals, Gereon?
So first of all, I have to say we all had a great time.
Definitely.
Again, and that's due to the great community that we have in Germany, and this time I especially liked the fact that we had more international visitors. We had a couple of guys come over from the UK. We had a bunch of guys coming over from Austria and Switzerland. Someone from Sweden. So that was great. We had a great time. We had great judges. The venue was not as great as the Freusburg was.
Not a cool castle somewhere.
Had no knights' armors in the corridors and stuff like that, if you remember the previous videos. But it was spacey, and we had enough room. We had a great time. Yeah,
I think the space was very important. Yes, that's something that was lacking in the previous ones. So that really made up for the fact that it was like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I wish there was a bit more people, especially now that we had some people from abroad.
Yeah, but that's probably due to the late decision by FFG that everyone can participate in everyone else's nationals.
Yeah.
Because Heidelberger had this stupid rule of only German and Austrian and Swiss nationals. Very bad rule, and luckily they were overruled by FFG.
Very good things. So if you're out there and if you want to join the German nationals, next year is a good chance for this, because we have to assume that this rule will persist for next year as well.
Yeah.
A really cool thing, and I hope they really make the location also a little bit more friendly for people from abroad.
Yes. That's really the only drawback, that Waldürn is really hard to get to.
Very much so. But yes, we're gonna see some more people from abroad also doing the commentary here. So
that's great.
So I hope you will join us next time around when we do some more commentary.
And will we also do?
We will hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car! shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.